And welcome back to White Mountains today. We have Thomas Prindle on the set from Attitash and Wildcat. Good to see you, Thomas. It's been a little while.
Yeah, it has been, and great to see you on a Sunday. This is kind of rare.
I know, yeah. I guess there's a big race today down at Tin Mountain, and so the rest of the crew, Rob is supporting his wife. It's called the Dirty Girl, so I don't think he's running it.
He could be. You never know with Rob.
I know, but his wife is going. Kim Prue is running it as well, so I think it's like a 3.5 mile or something like that race, but you get, I guess,
hopefully the weather holds up for them.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be playing golf today in the Mount Washington Valley Chamber.
What? What are you
golf
doing
tournament
here?
over. Well, I'm coming on here and then heading over to the Mount Washington, the Omni Golf Course over there.
Oh gosh, we better get to business then.
Fingers crossed that rains hold off. So.
Yeah, I mean, for the Dirty Girl, it'll be perfect because it's a muddy race. For you,
there you go. For me, not so much.
much.
Hopefully, it'll be in a cart.
So let's talk about Attitash Wildcat because that's why you're here.
That is why I'm here.
Yeah, Attitash busted open last weekend. Was
Memorial Day weekend. We kicked things off for all the summer attractions at Attitash Mountain Resort, and
there's quite a few. Like I had to print it out because there's quite a few things that you guys do run at Attitash on these weekends.
Yeah, we're operating 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. On weekends only through June 14th, and then we'll start to operate daily starting on Saturday, June 20th.
Okay.
But so right now, some of the attractions that aren't open are the water slides, for example.
Right.
Definitely not the time of year to be enjoying the water slides, although we've had some nice warm weather recently.
I know, muggy.
Muggy indeed. And then the horseback riding won't start up until Father's Day weekend. That June 20th. That is a great thing. That is a great. Hopefully we'll have Megan Brown on here. You guys have done some great interviews with her. So
yeah, they have quite the herd down there. And if you've never ridden before, they can pick out the right horse and all that. But that's looking ahead.
Yep.
Right.
So all the water attractions. So basically right now we have the classic alpine slide, which is still North America's longest alpine slides. That's what Attitash Mountain Resort is known for. The original summer fun ski area started that in 1976. And then the other attractions, we have the Nor'easter Mountain Coaster, which is the longest one in the Mount Washington Valley. We've got the big airbag jump. We've got the climbing wall, the Eurobungee trampoline jump. We've got the downhill mountain biking, which I know a lot of people have been looking forward to. And then the really big feature attraction this year, which we're super excited to be starting off the summer season with, is our new zip tour.
That's right, and that thing's super long.
It is. It is. I just found out the other day that there is one now in New Mexico, which is 80 feet longer.
Oh, come on.
But so now it's like now we have the longest single zip span east of the Rockies, east of the Mississippi, east whatever.
That kind of stinks in a marketing sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Probably I had it for like 1 year, and I'm like, oh. But anyways, it's still an impressive attraction to go do. If you're not familiar with it, you can go to attitash.com. You'll see a video and stuff, but the experience is you're basically taking a chairlift ride up to the summit of Bear Peak, which actually now, I should mention, the chairlift is now our scenic chair. So you can ride the Flying Bear lift and you take that to the summit of Bear Peak, and the zip tour attraction, you're starting at the summit of Bear Peak and you're riding all the way over to mid-mountain Attitash. So it's about a mile in length.
That's amazing.
And the sort of the aerial aspect where you're coming out of the trees and you're 250 feet or more higher above trees.
That just gave me chills because that must be quite the experience.
It is. It's pretty wild because you start off and you're going through the trees and then all of a sudden the land just kind of drops and you're just way out there, and it's a good long ride. And then so you do that, and then from there we have another zip line that goes, it's about the length of the one that we have up at Wildcat Mountain from mid-mountain Attitash back down to the base. And that one you actually go faster on. You can reach some really higher speeds.
The one from the top of Bear Peak, is that a single, a dual line?
It's two lines for both of them, so two people can go at one time. And the unique thing about the zip tour is if you're familiar with having done the zip rider at Wildcat Mountain, you're doing nothing on that ride. You're just kind of going down. All the speed is automated. You're super secure in a chair harness. This one's a little bit different where you can actually control your speed. You'll see in the video people have their hands on a little pulley and you can actually almost come to a complete stop, which you might see in this video, and it's really cool.
Really? So wow. And you can do that, and you guys don't say you must continue to go down?
No, I mean, you can slow yourself down. Or, I mean, you can actually come to a complete stop and then keep going. Yeah, I mean, so that's the footage that's the really impressive.
Yeah.
It's a pretty amazing, it's definitely the next level. And I know there's a lot of zip lines out there now, and there's zip line canopy tours and whatnot, but this is sort of the next level in terms of that.
Next generation.
Yeah, that feeling and that sort of, it's an incredible thing. It's about a 2-hour tour length. We outfit you with a harness and a helmet and all that type of stuff, and we put you through a little training. We have a little training zip that's at the base of Attitash, so you go through that and do that once, feel comfortable with it, and then head on up to the big zip.
Okay, and I'm sure there's height and weight requirements.
There are height and weight requirements. I don't know those off the top of my head right now.
That's what websites are
That's
for.
what the attitash.com is, and the other thing I should say is that we do have online reservations. This is a very, very popular attraction.
Yeah.
The online reservations, you can go to attitash.com and secure your reservation for a time. It's $70 per person to be doing it, and it is quite an experience.
All right, wonderful. So that is running.
That is operating, yeah. I definitely, a day like today, I think you might want to call ahead to see what's going on operationally. I'm thinking, that is definitely the type of attraction that can operate in rain.
Okay.
But if there's a concern for lighting or anything like that, certainly it would be shutting down.
Okay. And all the other things that you mentioned, are those also weather dependent or?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. The Alpine Slide, the Mountain Coaster, all of that is pretty much weather permitting. So today is going to be one of those situations where it kind of be on and off and whatnot.
Yeah, you can jet out there and get some activity once it lessens, because I think hopefully it's not going to be a continuous rain.
Yep.
Hopefully it's going to be in and out.
And if today's not the day, it's a great time of year to be going to Attitash prior to really the big ramp up of the busy summer season. You can really be taking advantage of there's fewer lines and whatnot. We actually the price for a general admission ticket is a little bit less because we realize some of the attractions are not. The water slides are not operating, so it's a good opportunity to get and really do multiple rides on the Alpine Slide. And
I think a lot of locals take advantage of that too, because they're like, okay, get in before the crowds, the summer craziness.
Yeah.
Lots of fun, of course, but you can actually get those rides in.
Yep, and then we do have summer season passes available, which I know it's like for just a little over the cost of what would normally be 3. General admissions for a 48-inch plus ticket. It's very affordable, and also our downhill. I know we sell the mountain bike season pass, which is very popular. It's $129 to be riding the entire season.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So and the mountain biking up there, I know Nate Waterhouse and his crew. They've really kept up a great trail network. I think it's 27-something trails up there.
Nice. And you guys have rentals?
We do have really, really good rentals. We have high-end demos. Nate's acquired some Scott bikes, some Da Vinci bikes, some really, really nice. I mean, the downhill mountain bikes now are just, they're incredible. They're very expensive, too.
I was just going to say, would it make up for my lack of skill?
It can.
Put me on there.
Yeah.
Push me down.
I mean, downhill mountain biking is significally different than going out and just riding like a dirt road or a single track. It's you need to be fully outfitted, full helmet, full face helmet, elbow guards, all of that type of stuff. But the bikes have just incredible suspension, and it's quite an experience. And we have a lot of great events. We host Eastern States Cup, some of these regional events with some really good racing, downhill events, and an enduro event. We're actually expanding some terrain over on Bear Peak.
And what's enduro? Just endurance?
Enduro is kind of, it not only does it incorporate the downhill aspect, but there's some uphill to it as well. So that's the endurance aspect of it. So that's definitely a popular format. And then we're starting I should mention a new local race league that's called the Double Down Downhill Series. And we're very.
That's going to be trouble also.
Yeah, that's going to be tough
downhill.
Saying that. And we're fortunate to have Midas sponsoring that series. And there's actually going to be cash prizes. So
nice. We like cash prizes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Attitash open on the weekends all the way. June 20th starts your daily operations.
That's right.
Okay, weather dependent. So go to attitash.com. They'll have updates, and of course on Facebook as well. I imagine. Now heading on over to Wildcat.
Yeah, we can. Definitely. Yeah, we can mention it quickly. I mean, it's not open right now.
Right.
It doesn't open until Father's Day weekend, June 20th. There, it's got the zip rider, New Hampshire's highest scenic gondola.
It's a beautiful place to go.
It is a beautiful place to go. And then we got disc golf. I know we're going to be improving some of the aspects of the disc golf, trying to work out the tee areas, some hiking trails and whatnot. But definitely, that will start up June 20th. One thing I want to mention is that Father's Day weekend, we're offering Father's Day specials at both Wildcat and Attitash. So on Father's Day, Sunday, June 21st, all dads get a free scenic gondola ride with, when one other family member or friend buys a ticket. And then also with the zip rider, they'll get a second ride for free with the purchase of their single ride. So,
cool.
And then we're also doing general admission, buy one family member buys one, gets one, the dad gets it free at Attitash.
Great.
So that's Father's Day, some really good specials there.
Okay, and on the website you can find more information, and just a little shout out the season passes, I think.
That's really kind of why I wanted to come in here today, is just sort of a final reminder for our season pass. June 1st is the deadline. Really not much more to say except that you will be able to purchase next year's season pass at the absolute lowest rates. All three mountains, Wildcat, Attitash, Crotchet Mountain, New Hampshire. A lot of great specials associated with the season passes this year. If you go to the season pass page at skiwildcat.com or attitash.com, you'll see all the information there. And the one thing I want to mention is I know a lot of people bought the spring goggle tan pass.
Yes.
And now's the time to upgrade that. You can apply the full $189 amount that you paid for the goggle tan pass and apply that towards a 15-16 pass. So
No brainer. Get on there, skiwildcat.com or attitash.com to find out all the details.
Yes, they will indeed.
Good. Well, Thomas, I think you got it all
I
in,
think
and now
so.
you're off to golf.
Yeah, definitely.
So not a bad day.
Limber up for golf.
Thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you, Kelly.
All right, folks, we have more to come. More Watch and Win, and of course, another look at the weather forecast for the Mount Washington Valley. Don't go away.